bank more than we can lose a generation of needy students. I mean, the banks are self-inflicted wounds. Students in their innocence are trying to borrow money, are trying to get a scholarship to do the right thing. They want to be productive, and this is a very counterproductive measure. And I would think students who are listening might contact us and reducetherate.org. Let's begin to mobilize campus by campus, turn our agony, our protests, our votes into demanding that there be a complete restructuring of access to student loan, and I might add less loans and more grants in the first place.
And Alan Collins, what's been the response? You've called yourself the complaint box of the student loan movement. What's been the response to your exposés in recent years?
Well, it's been tremendous, and you know, the most powerful thing that I can point to is really the thousands of stories that I've received from people from age 18 to age 80 who have been, I mean, literally, their lives have been literally destroyed by their student loans. It's amazing, but in fact, you know, we've documented dozens, many dozens of people who have literally fled the country as a result of this debt, people whose family members have committed suicide and so on. I mean, it's been tremendous, and it's just a shame that the students don't really get this issue until it's too late, frankly. And so I'm hoping that shows like this and others in the future will serve to alert the students while there's still time to change the system while they're still in school before they take out the loans.
Well, Alan, I'm meeting you for the first time on this program. I'm anxious for us to connect today and expand the base. I met with students from Northwestern last week. 150,000, 170,000 commonplace, and many of them want to do public service law. They cannot afford to do it. Others thought they were going to get a law job. They're not going to get that job. But the good news is when we fight together, we can win these battles. And so I'm anxious for us to meet together when the session's over. And so thank you for being the link today, Amy.
Facilitator.
I mean, some of the facts are absolutely amazing. Just looking at studentloanjustice.org, when you see that between 1995 and 2005, Sallie Mae set aside $3.6 billion in stock for its employees. The Sallie Mae CEO bragged to shareholders in 2003 annual report their record profits that year were attributable to collections on defaulted loans, and other student loan companies report similar trends. The student loan industry has grown to rival the credit card industry?
But as bad as that is, the federal government itself borrows money at 3. It sells the money made from student loan interest pays for the Pell Grant. So it's like, you know, you give me $1,000 and I buy you a ring. I'm not doing anything. You bought the ring with the money you gave me. So in many ways that we think the Pell Grant is some generous set aside to invest in students, it is a result of a for-profit deal between the federal government and the Federal Reserve.
What has Obama done about this? Have you talked to him about it?
I have not talked to him. He has made some steps in this direction, but I'm convinced that a mass action movement by students across the nation, congressional district by district, Senate by Senate, will have the massive impact. I think these are his inclinations. He's just coming out from under the burden of a student loan debt himself, so I think he gets it. But I think our massive protest and mass education, I mean, parents who are under this burden, the Speaker of the House in California, Karen Bass, her daughter and son-in-law were killed in a car accident. They're now trying to force her to pay that loan off, and she's in that burden. I mean, the stories just get more draconian the more you get into it. And so I think that a massive student movement will be the dose, the medicine we need to change the environment, to educate people about just how wrong this is, and it can be changed. And the propitious moment is, if you can bail out AIG and bail out the big banks, why not invest in our students now?
Alan Collins, we want to thank you. Collins, we want to thank you for being with us. The Student Loan Scam is the name of his book, the most oppressive